Hello everyone, Borgaboo here and welcome back to another Pixel Gun video. As I mentioned, I believe a week ago, there has been a new clan division, which is the Ruby division, and I have not been able to get for a while now because, you know, my clan is basically dead and it's actually really more difficult to get. So let's check our clan and we should have first place. Yes, here we go. We got first place, we got 2 of these war winner chests and 140 gems. I'm pretty sure these are just gifts though, I'm not entirely sure. And we got promoted to the Ruby division, so let's claim our rewards. Editor Borgaboo here, I just realized how much modules you get for being in first place. 440 modules parts, like, holy cow, that is insane. That is truly insane. So being in the Ruby division will 100% help you so much in getting those modules. So I would highly recommend try to get into Ruby division. You have to be in first place, and of course you have to do your best in taking part of it. But that is it. Borgaboo out. Yep, and I don't know if we get any parts for that. But yeah, that's a lot of parts. Let me see if I need anything to upgrade. Yep, there. And anything here? Nope. Let me just go back to my fort to see if we need anything to upgrade here. Alright, yeah, the trampoline. Alright, we should be good. Alright. Okay, so we're now in the Ruby division. In order to get into the Ruby division, you obviously need to be in the Crystal division. But you need to be in first place. I'm not joking. You need to be in literal first place in order to get into the division. Now, I believe, yeah, as expected, everything here is now ports. I do have some, you know, currency here that I grinded for, but oh boy, you have to get at least some ports to get things going. If I go check my weapons and scroll down, yeah, here we go. Get ports. Yeah, you're forced to get the ports from the chest, but let's give these a go. I don't think I can preview these. Let's see what these ones do. Okay, so the Gargoyle shotgun. By the way, I just want to say that these look really nice, the weapons. I like red, so obviously I like red related weapons. So first we have the Gargoyle, which is shotgun, more damage to the curse, and then target mark. So it has 2 shots, I believe, which is actually pretty cool, to be honest. I actually really like that, to be honest. And then we got the Cursed Ruby Musket, which is lifesteal and barrier aggression. Weapon ignores all defense barriers and the shield. Okay, so that's actually pretty good. Okay, so it looks like a projectile type weapon. So you shoot out bombs, it looks like. Some kind of bombs out of the gun. Then the male weapon, which is the King and the Jester. Bleeding, critical damage, and yeah, area damage. Okay, so it's pretty interesting there. A little bit slow, but it looks like it can be a really good weapon. Cursed Ruby Elixir. Teleportation if full charge. So this is a teleportation weapon. So this looks like the first teleport weapon that you can just get freely without paying or, you know, doing those events. So that's interesting. Area damage and charge shot. So you charge it like that and then you just throw it, which is actually pretty cool, to be honest. Sniper, we have the Soul Surgeon, which looks like a medic type sniper. It has poison, x-ray, and cleanness on reload. Reloading removes all the current negative effects and grants temporary immunity to them. Okay, so that's pretty cool. I actually really like this weapon. Look at that. That actually looks really nice. And then we have the King's Last Word, which slows the target, consecutive explosives, and area damage. So is this like a melee weapon? I don't know, but pretty interesting either way. And then we got the gadgets here. Gadgets. The Ruby Flutter Curse. Homing Missile and Bleeding. So this looks like it looks like the Cyber Bee Swarm, but for the Ruby division. And then we got the Hex Bloom key. Pierces through any obstacles in its path, explodes on landing with area damage. Oh, and it also has gadget block and wall break, so that actually looks really good and effective. And armor, oh my goodness, that is so expensive. Enemies who hit you or mark, damage to the marked targets is increased. Wow, I don't even have enough coins, to be honest. I could showcase this maybe. I don't even have any of the armor. They're so expensive. But the armor doesn't look too bad. But yeah, it looks pretty good overall. But anyway, let's see if we can get any weapons. I don't think you get anything. Let me check what the percentages are. 40, 40, 40. Epic chest. Okay, so these give quite a lot of modules now for the division. Okay. So maybe the modules for this division is a lot more worth it now, which is actually pretty cool. But let's open the ruby chest and see if we can get lucky. Okay, we got rare. And our first weapon is the potions, which is only 15 parts. So obviously it's going to take a very long time until we eventually unlock these weapons. Rare again, I'm not getting any luck here. Let's see, we got the potion again. Alright, and we'll just do one more because it gets really expensive. Alright, we got an epic chest. And we got potions again. That is 3 times in a row. Wow. Alright, and I'm not going to spend any more there. Do we have any builds or parts for the Ruby division? I'm not entirely sure if there is, but I think that's all we can showcase. I wonder if we get more attachments from here as well that you can get with gems. Gifts, gadgets. Okay, so there's nothing changed, but we're in the Ruby division. Register, I guess. I'm hoping that we don't get wrecked. Hopefully. I'm crossing my fingers. What is this? This is another skin. Weapons. Okay, this is another, you know, rubbish. Wait, is this just a reskin of the... Yeah, probably. I don't know. They really like to put skins and stuff in these chests. Alright, I'm gonna buy some more of these. Let me see. Can we get more silver? Nope. Alright. Want to buy more silver, but unfortunately not. But actually, there's coins, right? Yeah, but it's not very good price. So I'm gonna just not buy them. But anyway, that is the quick look in the Ruby division. If you want to join my clan for the Ruby division, then I'll link everything in the description below. Here's the ID, the name, and etc. But that will be it for this video. I just want to give a quick showcase for the Ruby division. Unfortunately, it's going to take a while until I eventually get these weapons, so we'll see how we go, I guess. But thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys and girls have a good day. Borgaboo out. Have a lovely day, everyone. Bye-bye!